Guess who this is?
Carla?
Bingo! Long time no speak. How are you? Did you know we haven't spoken for like 3 years? How have you been?
I've been just fine until now. I didn't think you'd ever have the nerve to message me again. What do you want?
Jeez, Danielle. It's nice to talk to you too. No need to be so harsh to your baby sister.
Oh yeah? I can only think of reasons why I should be harsh to you. You couldn't have possibly forgotten, have you?
Hold on, let me think for a second. Oh, wait. Are you still mad that I stole your husband from you? You do know that it's been like 3 years since Matthew left you for me, right? Don't you think it's about time you've moved on? We paid you a very generous severance package too, remember? So why hold a grudge?
I'm sorry, we? That was Matthew paying me the consolation money. You didn't pay a cent! I should have just sued you personally too.
Oh, come on. Besides, what's his is mine and mine is his. It wouldn't have made a difference anyway. You got the cash you asked for in the end. So you should let it go already and just move forward.
Oh, don't you worry, Carla, honey. I have moved on. A long, long time ago. I really don't give a damn about you two.
Yeah, right, Danielle. You don't have to act so strong.
No, I mean it. I don't care about you or Matthew. I'm acting dry right now because I'm simply not interested in having a conversation with you. Nothing good would come out of it anyway. So did you need me for something? If not, then I'm done talking to you. Bye.
Hold your horse, sister. I do have something to tell you. In fact, I have many things.
What is it?
Well, first and foremost, Matthew and I have officially tied the knot.
I see.
After he left you 3 years ago, we took it nice and slow to deepen our bond. We traveled and experienced all kinds of things together. It was fantastic! We figured it was time to start our family, so we got married 3 months ago. And on top of getting married, we started a brand new life in the center of the city.
Okay, sounds great.
Hey, I'm not done. This is the best part. So, we moved in today to our new condo. And guess where we're living?
I don't know, I don't care. But I'm sure you're going to tell me anyway.
Oh my god, you're not going to believe it! We're living in the same building as you! However, the biggest difference is that we're living on the top floor, lol.
Come again? You moved into the same condo? On the 30th floor?
Yes! Isn't that amazing? I know you live on a floor without the view of the city, right? It's such a bummer you don't get the gorgeous view this building has. I think I'm literally at the peak of my life right now. You know, it was completely spontaneous of Matthew. One day he just told me that we were moving. I never imagined that we'd move to a top room of a skyscraper.
Wait, are you sure we're talking about the same building? I've been in and out frequently today and I didn't see any moving truck. I can usually spot one when someone's moving.
Oh, we were super quick. We've always been minimalist, so we didn't have much luggage.
I recall both of you having loads of stuff, but okay. Wait though, how do you know I live here? I never told you my address when I moved in.
Matthew said he found out randomly when he first came here with the agent. He said he saw you by the elevators and saw it stop on your floor.
I see.
But it doesn't matter how we found out. All that matters is that we're rich and happy and you're not, lol.
I beg your pardon. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
You know, I'm living on the top floor of one of the best residencies in the city. With the man I took from you. It can't get any better than that, don't you think? I've proven myself that I am so much better than you.
You think you're better than me because you live on the upper floor? And because you stole my ex-husband?
Of course! Don't you know there's a hierarchy among the residents? Don't you live on, what, the second floor? That is so low, lol. I, on the other hand, am on the 30th floor. There's a 28th floor difference!
I chose to live on the second floor because I don't like heights, which I'm sure you're aware of. And the top floor is expensive for the views, yes. But I wouldn't call that a hierarchy. You shouldn't say such things because it makes you look low, actually. The residents here have class, so they don't think like that.
Sure, whatever, loser. Lol. FYI, we live in 3001. If you want a piece of our new, astonishing life, feel free to swing by. Or maybe we'll see you around in the lobby. Holler if you see us. If you can, that is. Lol.
Huh? 3001? That can't be. My friend lives there. Carla, are you listening? Hello?
Hey Eli, sorry to bother you.
I hope you're off work by now, but if not, can you please reply at your earliest convenience? It's kinda urgent.
Oh, hi, Danielle. What's up? Is everything okay?
Well, I hope so. This is actually about your apartment.
My apartment? What do you mean?
I understand that you've been temporarily relocated, but you do intend to return, right?
Yeah, I do. 3001 is my apartment.
Like, you haven't sold the apartment or anything, or perhaps rented it out?
No, I plan to live in the same apartment after my project is done here, so I'm keeping 3001. And I never rented it out because I wanted to stay in my own apartment when I'm back in town, which is not rare, but my relatives should be house sitting from time to time.
I see.
Why? Is everything okay?
Well, I don't know how else to tell you, so I guess I'll just tell you everything I know. My sister Carla is married to a man named Matthew, who happens to be my ex-husband. She messaged me today to tell me that she moved into one of the apartments of the top floor of our building, and she told me that her apartment is 3001.
What? There must be some mistake. That is not possible. Did she simply give you the wrong number?
I went to check it out myself, and there is certainly someone inside.
What the heck?
Okay, so clearly you don't know what's happening either.
Absolutely not. I never allowed anyone to move into my place while I'm away.
This relative of yours, may I ask who exactly?
He's my cousin from my mother's side. His name is Henry Smith.
Henry? Oh, wow.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I do. He's my sister's ex-boyfriend.
Huh?
This is all so crazy. But I think I know what's going on. I only found out after my divorce, but I've been told that my sister used to mistreat Henry back when they were in a relationship. He's soft, and also younger than my sister, so she used to take advantage of him. She would boss him around and make him do things that were clearly inappropriate. He was practically a slave to Carla.
Wow, I never knew he was treated so badly. So you're saying that she might be doing it again? Using him so that she can get access to my apartment?
I can't be sure with such little information, but that would be my guess.
Okay, well, you know what? I am worried about my apartment and also Henry. I'm gonna jump on the next plane to see what's going on there with my own eyes.
The next plane? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's not a long flight anyway. I know there's a late flight I could probably catch if I head to the airport now. I can't stay long, but I need to know what's happening. Something needs to be done immediately if a stranger is living in my apartment without my permission.
Is there anything I can do while you head over here? Should I call the police?
Let me talk to Henry first. I don't want to put him in a difficult position if he's being used. Please, stay put for now.
Okay, I understand. Can you stop by my place when you arrive?
Yes, I certainly will. I will be arriving quite late, though.
That's okay. Thomas knows about the situation as well. He told me to tell you that you're free to stay at our place if you want to hold any actions till tomorrow.
Ah, that might be super helpful, actually. Thanks so much.
Of course. I will see you when you get here then. Have a safe flight.
Okay, see you soon.
Danielle! You have to help me!
What now, Carla?
There's a stranger at my door right now! He's banging on the door, yelling that this apartment belongs to him and that I need to get out! I thought this building has good security! What is this freak doing in here?
Carla, that is no freak. You were so busy bullying me yesterday that you didn't see my last message. The owner of your apartment is my friend. He's banging on the door to retrieve what belongs to him.
Huh? He doesn't own this place! What the hell are you talking about?
To make it easier for you to understand, the owner is a relative of Henry's.
What?
His name is Eli, and he's cousins with Henry. He also happens to be really good friends with my boyfriend Thomas, who I live with on the second floor.
Wait, what? You live with your boyfriend?
Yes, I do. But is that really important right now?
No, it's not. But I never imagined you'd be in a relationship with someone again. But whatever. So you're telling me this place isn't Henry's? I saw him going in and out of this building! That's why I thought... Oh, never mind.
Go on, please. Were you going to say that's why I thought I could take advantage of him again?
Take advantage of him? No, why would I do that?
Why don't you just admit that you are not the official resident of that apartment, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do. You just admitted that you thought the apartment was Henry's and not yours. You made it sound like Matthew insisted on moving into this building, but that was just bad acting. The truth is that you found out Henry had some sort of access to an apartment here and you threatened him to hand over the keys. Just as you always mistreated him before, you gave him no choice. Well, it's too bad you didn't give him the chance to tell you that he doesn't live in the apartment. By the way, I've already spoken to Henry, so don't try to lie.
You can't fool me, Danielle. I saw him going in and out of this apartment multiple times, alone. He had the keys. How could he not live here? You're trying to trick me.
The only person tricking anyone is you. The real owner, Eli, is on a project that has him temporarily relocated to another city. And Eli asked Henry to house sit his apartment while he was away. That's why Henry's been staying at his apartment. You just assumed he lived there and was too stupid to confirm the whole story.
What? I don't believe this! So Henry tricked me?
I have a message from the real owner. You should pack everything right now and leave today if you don't want any trouble with the police.
Police? No, please don't. Danielle, can't you talk to your friend? If he's away for a while, then there should be no problem staying here until he comes back. We'll do a better job house sitting than Henry!
Carla, you are so lucky Eli has not called the police yet. I told him he could, but he's been generous not to, because you're my sister. But you need to understand that you're breaking a whole bunch of laws by occupying that apartment without proper permission. If the police come, you will be arrested for multiple charges. If you don't want that, then you need to leave now. Of course, if you're okay with becoming a criminal and having a rough life with heroin, that's your choice.
No, of course I don't want that! Danielle, come on! You don't want that for your own little sister.
I seriously don't mind.
Danielle!
Well then, leave.
But wait, we don't have anywhere to go! We can't possibly live in our old apartment anymore.
You think any of us care that you have high standards now? Eli's saying that if you don't tell him that you're leaving within the next 60 seconds, he's calling the police.
Huh? Wait!
30 seconds left.
Okay! I'll tell him we're leaving! Hey sis, I know you're in there. Let me in!
Oh my God, Carla. Get a life! Why are you so obsessed about living in that apartment? You agreed to leave!
No, that's not why I want to come inside. I need you to let me live with you.
I beg your pardon?
I told you we have nowhere to live.
Go back to your old apartment.
We can't. Because we've been kicked out from that one too. In fact, we got kicked out right before we moved into your apartment. We were broke and we couldn't pay rent, so the owner kicked us out. I was wandering the streets, looking for a new place to live when I saw Henry enter your building. I didn't think we'd get kicked out again so quickly.
I see. So you really have nowhere to go.
And we don't have any money because we still have to pay our old landlord the rent we had delayed. Plus, the housing in this neighborhood is so expensive. We're desperate, Danielle. Please, you have to help your sister out.
Why on earth do you think I would let you stay with me?
Well, it's not so bad, don't you think? We can share Matthew if that's what you'd like.
What? Share him?
Yes! You were so in love with him before. I know you miss him. We can rotate bedrooms so that we both get to sleep with him.
Ew! You are disgusting! You should be ashamed of yourself, Carla.
Why not?
You know, you must have such a small brain. I just told you the other day that I live with my boyfriend, so I do not love Matthew anymore. Nor do I miss him at all. I moved on a long time ago. And even if I did miss him, I would never share a man with anyone. Especially not my sister, because I am so much better than that.
Right, you had a boyfriend. I must have forgotten because I couldn't believe you'd be in a relationship with someone again.
Well, I am, and I'm very happy. So anyway, you are not stepping a foot into my apartment. Neither of you are welcomed here.
Danielle, please!
And for your information, I know you've been wandering around the building for a while now. I wouldn't be surprised if someone had reported you to the police by now.
What?
In fact, I should call them myself. Would that help you leave for good?
We're leaving now! Please don't report us!
Well then go away now! And never show yourself in front of us ever again! Bye! I was wondering why she was so afraid of being reported to the police, but then I soon found out that they had been in trouble with the authorities prior to this incident. They'd been reported by the owner and other residents of their old apartment for making noise and tampering with belongings of the facility multiple times. They'd been warned by the police that next time would mean handcuffs. and that's why they wanted to avoid any further encounter. However, since both of them had been disowned by both sides of the family after my divorce from Matthew, they really had nowhere to go. And because of that, it led to them having a huge fight in the streets that the police ended up having to intervene. A religious family member on Matthew's side of the family bailed them out a few days later. Last I heard, the person who bailed them out took the two to a farm on the countryside in hopes that they would straighten themselves by working hard. I don't know if they were able to survive farm life or pay off their debt, but frankly, I don't care. I'm just glad that they're out of my life now.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, sis, what do you think you're doing? I can't believe I finally decided to allow you to come to mine and Benjamin's wedding, only for you to reply to my invite message that you're not coming? How rude! Explain yourself. Explain myself? Shouldn't it be me asking you to explain yourself? Why should I have to explain a thing? What kind of masochist goes to the wedding of the pair of snakes who betrayed them? I know you only invited me so you could rub my nose in it. Or could it be? Do you still have feelings for my Benjamin? Does the regret over not being able to have him still eat away at you inside? Does it still keep you awake at night? Suck it, loser! Give me a break, Lisa, as if. Jeez, Becky, would you, get over it already? It's been over 2 years now. Look, I get that my Benny's a slick, stylish, high-flying company owner with more charm and charisma than a used sports car salesman. And I get that it must suck that your attempt at marrying your way into money failed so miserably. Now that I think about it, I guess when an ugly cave troll like you misses her window to get married, there is a strong chance it means a lifetime of being lonely and single. Taking all of the above into account, I suppose it's only normal you'd still be obsessed with your old fiancé, the one who got away. Like I said, no way. You couldn't be more wrong if you tried, I assure you. But unfortunately for you, Benjamin is my husband now. You're so not having him back. I don't want anything to do with the cheating lowlife you got your dirty claws into and stole from me. He's dead to me now. I wouldn't care if I never saw his face again. Huh? You could return him to me gift-wrapped with a ribbon on, and I'd still return him faster than you could say scumbag. So please, get married with peace of mind that I have precisely 0 feelings left for him. Goodbye. I just heard from Mom. Is it true? What are you doing, Becky? You showed up at my wedding? I thought you weren't coming. I mean, I did think there was a possibility you wouldn't be able to resist, so I prepared a seat just in case. But I'm still seriously surprised. What is this? I don't think the message app will let me send the number of crying, laughing faces I need to reflect how amused I am right now. Sorry to burst your bubble, princess, but I'm here today on an invite from the groom. Huh? The groom? As in... Oh, I'm with you. Benjamin prepared you a seat because he knows you still have really strong feelings for him, didn't he? He's so kind and considerate. What an amazing surprise this is. No, it's not like that at all. But still, I can't believe you took him up on an invite he only sent out of pity. Have you no self-respect? You have serious issues with letting go, sis. Want me to help you find a therapist? I'll pass, thanks. He only invited me due to our work relationship. It couldn't be helped. It's okay, honey. You don't need to make excuses. I'm not judging you. Actually, scratch that. I so am. I guess this means all the performers are in place and it's time for the show to begin. Thanks for showing up to my wedding, sis. You're the best. I'll make sure I rub your nose in how loved up and happy me and your ex-fiancé are together so much you'll be itching to make a dash for the exit before long. Make sure to show me your most heartbroken, jealous, ugly loser face before you do, okay? Pretty pleased with the cherry on top? Hey, sis, what the hell was that you pulled at the wedding? You had no right to embarrass me in front of everyone like that. You disgusting little witch. Have you no integrity or self-respect? You make me cringe. What are you talking about? You were sat next to President Blumpkin the whole time, weren't you? I sure was. Why? What's wrong with that? Mr. Blumpkin is the CEO of one of Benjamin's client companies. Sure, I know that. What of it? What? You knew? Wow. So you really do have no self-respect or integrity. I'll ask you once more. What are you talking about? Looks like you're up to your old gold-digging schemes again. Once a gold digger, always a gold digger, huh? You thought this little stunt of yours was gonna bag you a man with even more money than Benjamin, didn't you? Sorry to have to be the one to break this to you, sweetie, but Mr. Blumpkin just got married last month. I can't believe you're so desperate to find a husband after missing the boat to get married. You'd set your sights on a married man. How tragic. I can assure you I'm not as desperate or unprincipled as you seem to think. But an ugly cave troll like you is sure to stay single forever. I get it must suck to be you, but would you mind not pulling embarrassing stunts in front of my whole wedding on your desperate panicked hunt for a man? I'm not desperate or panicking at all. I'm married. Why would I be? Huh? Wow. So you're so pathetic, you're resorting to blatant lies now? This is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. I might actually feel bad for you if I wasn't laughing so hysterically. How about you try asking Benjamin? Huh? Benjamin? Yep, Benjamin's the one who invited President Blumpkin and his wife to the wedding today. I had my suspicions when the invite came, but it's clear to me now that he invited us without having any idea who his wife actually is. I figured there was no sense in keeping it from him, so I had Donald call him up and explain. You should know that my wife is your ex-fiancé and your new wife's sister. Are you still happy for us both to come? Huh? Donald, wait, what? You're Donald Blumpkin's wife? Are you seriously telling me us being together at your wedding all day didn't give it away? How was I supposed to know? Actually, I guess no one from work had seen us together before. And we did get married on a tropical island in the Bahamas in a small ceremony that only Donald's close relatives were invited to. I guess you can be forgiven for not putting two and two together. Wait a second. So you two really are married? Well, this is the first I've heard of it. Duh, of course it is. It's because I cut all ties with you 2 years ago when I found out you'd been screwing my fiancé behind my back. Not to mention our parents for blindly defending you throughout the whole thing. If not for today's wedding, you probably would have never found out. I can't believe this. What the hell? Benjamin was pretty shaken when the penny dropped too. Despite the fact that Donald explained he was married to your big sister on the phone, I get the feeling he somehow managed to convince himself I was just someone with the same name. The human ability for self-delusion really is an incredible thing. You should have seen the look on his face when he saw us together. All the other bigwigs from the industry were with their wives, so he couldn't even pull back to compose himself when he realized who Donald's new wife is. I've never seen him look so sweaty and agitated. Once me and Donald were sitting there in the front row, sweaty Benjamin had no choice but to accept the fact we were there. What the heck? This isn't fair! I can't believe you married Donald Blumpkin. He's the one they call the prince of the hotel industry, isn't he? He's model-level handsome, and it said he's one of the richest men in the state. Cannot believe this. Ugh! His company is so big, it makes Benjamin's look like a kindergarten club. I was so jealous when I heard he got married last month. I thought, wow, that's one lucky woman. And then on today of all days, I find out his wife was my ugly cave troll of a big sister all along? Not fair. No, I won't have it. You can't be happier than I am. Not fair. Wow, Lisa, you're unreal. Have you heard yourself? You just got married to Benjamin. You're a married woman now, so I strongly suggest you stop saying things that could give people the wrong idea. But it's true. Wait a sec. If Donald was happy to marry an ugly, washed-up old hag like you, surely a beauty like me should be in with a shot. No, scratch that. More than a shot. I bet he'd drop you in a second if he knew he could have me. Huh? Right, that's it. It's not too late. I'm still in with a chance. Yes, I can still bag myself a high-spec stud. My very own CEO husband. Time to go tell Benjamin he's out of luck, because I'm marrying Donald. Lisa, what on earth are you saying? Why? Why didn't President Blumpkin want me? This is so messed up. It was so easy for me to seduce Benjamin back when I stole him from you. I barely even had to do anything. A suggestive smile, a subtle flutter of the eyelashes, and he was mine. Anyone with a working pair of eyes can see I'm the better option here. Is Donald blind? Listen to me, Lisa. You should know that guys like Benjamin who give in to the temptation of other women despite having a fiancé are the exception, not the rule. I'm guessing the fact that you were so easily able to seduce him gave you the false impression you could do the same thing to any guy whenever you wanted. But as you now know, life's not that simple. But this is me we're talking about here. I told Donald he could have me as his bride. Me! Surely there's no way he could resist an offer like this. Aha, that's right. I bet he just needs time to think about it. He's sure to toss you aside like the piece of garbage you are any time now. I just know it. Have you really still not noticed? Noticed what? Who my husband Donald really is. What do you mean? He's the CEO of one of Benjamin's client companies, right? Nope. I guess he did look extra sophisticated at the wedding, what with having contacts in instead of his glasses. And he did change his surname. Huh? What are you getting at here? Are you trying to say he's someone I know? Exactly. Stop acting all self-important and just tell me who he is already. His old surname was Davids. Davids? Full name, Donald Davids. He changed his name when he married into the Blumpkin family when they wanted a successor to inherit their hotel chain. And that's how President Donald Blumpkin was born. Donald Davids? Wait, that four-eyed loser? I'd really prefer it if you didn't call him that, but yes, he's the person you're thinking of. The same Donald Davids you bullied mercilessly as that gloomy four-eyed loser for 3 long years in high school. No way, this cannot be real. You and your lackeys put Donald through hell. He knows what a malicious, black-hearted lowlife you are better than anyone. Any chance you ever had of him liking you disappeared when you chose to subject him to 3 years of hell back in high school. This isn't the kind of thing you can make go away by smiling and fluttering your eyelashes. Oh my god. Fine, I get it. Okay, you can shut up now. I give up. He's all yours. You win. This time. You might have won the battle, but you didn't win the war. Don't go feeling all smug about yourself just because you lucked out one time. Soon, I'm gonna marry a man richer than you could possibly ever imagine. You'll be so jealous you won't even be able to sleep. I'll have so much money, you'll be begging me for handouts. Just you wait and see, bitch. I think you should try taking a look at reality before getting lost in your absurd fantasies. Huh? Reality? Whose fault was all the drama over the breaking up of the engagement yesterday? Who cares? I'll just say it was your fault. If you didn't trick me into getting engaged to a worthless loser like Benjamin before climbing your way up to President Blumpkin, none of this would have happened. I think this is what they call avoiding reality. Are you actually being serious? What? Yes, I'm serious. I think you'll find the one who broke up the engagement was you, Lisa. If you hadn't totally lost your mind and tried to get your claws into someone else's husband on your frickin' wedding day, you wouldn't be in this mess. Huh? If you still don't get it, I suggest you think long and hard until something clicks. Goodbye. Becky, apparently the compensation and the money for the wedding venue comes to a nice round $50,000. You better hurry up and pay it pronto. Why me? Because everything that happened was your fault. Who else would be paying if not you? I'll be sending you my bank details soon, so make sure I get every last cent of what's mine. Ugh, you're impossible. You haven't stopped to think and reflect on your situation for even a single solitary second, have you? Why should I have to think about anything? Because Benjamin isn't asking me to pay him $50K, is he? He sent you the bill. Which means that no matter what you say or think, from his perspective, this is all your fault. Huh? What? Good grief. Come to think of it, this is exactly how you acted when you stole Benjamin from me 2 years back. This is all your fault for being so ugly, Becky. If you were beautiful and gorgeous like I am, I would never have been able to steal your man in the first place. Obviously, that was never gonna wash with anyone. Which is why Benjamin ended up paying me the share of the compensation you owed me. Stop dragging things up from the past, you bitter loser. That's old news and no one cares. What a shame. Now you've gone and made another huge mess for yourself because you didn't learn anything from your past mistakes. Huh? It's hardly strange that your fiancé would claim compensation from you after you betrayed him, is it? It's common sense. I think it's about time you noticed what a tragic mess of a human being you are. What are you talking about? I'm not messed up at all. I am so beautiful that people will forgive me no matter what I do. You might feel confident saying that in private messages to me, but how about we see what you're really made of? Are you ready to say the same thing in front of a lawyer? Or how about in front of the cops? Or if this ends up going to court, how about in front of a judge? Could you say the same thing then? You don't seem to know this, but it's seen as common decency to apologize when you do something wrong. However, if you do something that an apology won't make up for, you pay compensation, settlement money, or damages. You apologize financially in the form of giving the person or people who suffered as a result of your actions money. Given that your ex-fiancé is currently filing for compensation from you, that's the exact situation you're currently in. Do you understand yet, Lisa? Benjamin covered for you after what you did to me 2 years back, but something tells me you won't be so lucky this time, what with him now hating you and all. Let's face it, you don't have a hope in hell of our mom and dad being able to come up with $50K, so this time, you really are on your own. You don't have to take my word for it either. Apparently, they told the rest of the family they can't afford to cover for you this time around. That's why you're gonna help me! You still don't get it, do you? I'm President Blumpkin's wife, you know? The same President Blumpkin you made an inappropriate sexual advance against on your wedding day. I'm also the same person you caused untold emotional distress to 2 years ago when you stole my fiancé. Surely it doesn't take a genius to figure out that helping the person who hurt me is the last thing I'd do. Start using your head for once in your damn life, you childish pea-brained moron. Oh my God, don't call me such horrible things, you meanie. Ugh. You know what? You can try and make me feel bad with your nasty name-calling and insults all you like, but the bottom line is I can't afford to be paying anyone $50K right now. In that case, how about you get a job and start earning your own money for the first time in your life? Huh? You heard me. You were so confident in your little trick of dating and marrying guys with money would get you through life without ever having to lift a finger. But you were wrong. And what do you have to show for it? You're alone and desperate in your mid-20s without having ever worked a single job. You have less experience of the real world than most high school graduates. Whether you have any self-awareness or not, whether you realize how desperate your situation is or not, you're at rock bottom, and there isn't a soul in this world who's either able to or wants to help you. That's why it's time to grow up and find your first job, Lisa. You have no other options, and the sooner you accept that, the less painful this will be. Me? Work? No, I can't. Is there no way I can get out of this without working? I don't want a job. Surely I'll be able to find another rich guy to seduce. Relying on rich men to fund your existence has its limits, Lisa. It's time to face reality. I suggest that unless you want your situation to get even worse, you get to work on writing your resume ASAP. What? I've made your situation as clear as I possibly can. There's nothing more I can say to you at this point. Oh, and it should be obvious by now, but I have absolutely no intention of helping you. Goodbye. Me? Work a job? But how? As for what happened during the few months preceding today's saga, for some strange reason, Benjamin started stalking me. When I told my husband Donald, he made some phone calls and used his respected position in the industry to get my crazy ex-fiancé fired from his job. The fallout didn't stop there either. Everyone at my dad's workplace found out about the Lisa incident, and before long, the whole workforce was talking about him behind his back, and he was the butt of every joke. Unable to bear the embarrassment, he voluntarily resigned. Unbelievably, he showed up on our doorstep begging me and my husband for money, apologizing profusely in floods of tears for always taking Lisa's side. Naturally, we slammed the door in his face and got on with our day like nothing had happened. Last I heard, he's working 12-hour shifts at a fish factory just to keep on top of the rent. As for my wayward little sister, I heard my parents kicked her out immediately after finding out about what she tried to do with my husband. In a desperate panic, not knowing what to do, She ended up accepting a strange offer from a suspicious man on a street corner. And now, she works the kind of job I'm not even sure I should mention here. Hint, she's out a lot during the night. It was when she sent me an arrogant message boasting about her new job, fawning over herself for how amazing she was for being so popular with so many men, that I realized my sister was well and truly beyond saving. I blocked her without saying anything, on the sound advice of my husband.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hi, sister. It's been 3 years, right? I went to our old house and some complete strangers were living there. That means that you've moved, right? Could you tell me where the three of you are right now? You still live with mom and dad, don't you? Because knowing you, you're still single. Huh? Is this Flavia? You've got some nerve just asking me something like that after all these years. Huh? I get the feeling that you're not happy to see me for some reason. Of course I'm not happy to see you. What in the world made you think that I would be happy to see you? What? Why? I mean, I am your sister, after all. I know we had some disagreements in the past, but isn't family always supposed to be there for each other? Not when that family is you. I mean, it's only been 3 years since you stole my fiancé Leonardo from me. You haven't contacted me ever since the two of you just disappeared. What makes you think that you can just greet me like an old friend? But I'm already broken up with Leonardo, so none of that matters anymore, doesn't it? Come on, Rosina. The past is the past. Huh? You broke up with him, but I remember how you told me that he was the perfect guy for you and you've been waiting for someone like him all your life. Yeah, I only felt like that while he was still your boyfriend or fiancé or whatever. I mean, I realized soon after that I ran away with him that there was a limit to relationships like that. Running away means that you have to throw away everything from your past life, right? Which means that Leonardo had to quit his job at the mega company he used to work at. It was such a shame because he did actually earn quite a lot of money, which is one of the main reasons I stole him from you in the first place. I realized that after running away, Leonardo was just some unemployed man. I should have thought of it sooner. We found it difficult to find jobs in the new town we moved to, and once we did find a job, it was at a tiny company that only gave us an average salary. The two of us didn't have any money, and for obvious reasons, we found it difficult to return to our hometown. That went on for about a year, and by then the love between us was just gone, and we were kind of just living together because we had to. That in turn went on until the 3rd year, but I finally decided to break up with him recently, and now I'm free. I see. And so you thought you could just return to our house? Don't you think that's a bit too convenient for you? Just because you broke up with him doesn't change the fact that you stole him from me 3 years ago, you know. What? That's called holding a grudge, Rosina. I mean, I'm sure mom and dad at least will be happy to see that their daughter has returned after 3 years. But they said that they didn't want a child that would steal her sister's fiancé from her. They don't want to have anything to do with you more than I do. Huh? That's so mean of them, but I'm their cute little daughter. Nothing about you is cute, Flavia. And besides, you're the one who was mean to me by stealing my fiancé, Flavia. You said that you went to our old house, but one of the reasons that we moved was so that we could officially cut ties with you and so you would never be able to find us again. Jesus, Rosina, I already apologized for stealing Leonardo from you, didn't I? It couldn't have been helped, since at the time I really did love him, you know? Come on, just tell me your new address so we can live together as sisters again. Don't you think that would be fun? I already told you we moved so that you wouldn't be able to find us anymore. We don't want to have anything to do with you. There's no way I'm telling you our new address because living with you again would be the opposite of what I consider fun. If that's the case, then why am I able to text you like this? If you guys really did cut ties with me, then shouldn't you have blocked my account and changed your phone number? Yep, you're right. The only reason I hadn't blocked you until now is because we hadn't officially told you yet that we were cutting ties with you. But I guess I already did that, so I'm going to block you now. Thanks for reminding me. A what? I was waiting for this day to come, you know. Now we can officially cut ties with you. Goodbye. Hold on. I haven't even gotten to my main point yet. There's something really important I want to ask you. Bye. Sister, I changed my WhatsApp ID so I could be able to contact you, and there's something I need to tell you. What? Is this Flavia? Yep. Seriously, Rosina, you're so mean blocking your cute little sister like that. But there were so many questions I wanted to ask you after that. I already told you that we cut ties with you, right? I don't care about whatever it is you want to tell me. Are you sure about that? It doesn't matter whether you changed your WhatsApp ID or not. The fact that we cut ties with you hasn't changed. I'm going to block you again. Hold on, I wouldn't do that if I were you, because I know where you live now. What? How did you? Wow, I'm impressed, Rosina. You're living in such a nice location. As your apology for blocking me, you're going to let me live in that penthouse of yours from now on. What in the world are you talking about? To be honest, it's going to be a real bother if you really did find out where I live, but I'm not going to let you live here. Why not? Because I'm not the owner of this apartment. My boyfriend is. You're so clueless as usual, Rosina. What I'm trying to tell you is, I stole your boyfriend again, so I'm going to be living with him in that high-rise condo of yours from now on. You seriously don't get that? What? Oh, that reminds me. Leonardo wants to get back together with you, apparently. I give you Leonardo in return for your current boyfriend, so why don't we just get along as sisters from now on? That's a fair trade, don't you think? This solves everything. I'm so glad everything turned out well in the end. There is no way I'm getting back together with Leonardo. Even if he did appear before me for some reason, then I'm going to hand him straight to his parents who paid the alimony I asked of him for him. Oh my God, you're such a scary woman, Rosina. But he really did regret leaving you in the first place and sincerely wanted to get back together with you. He told me to tell you that he was sorry for what he did. No, thanks. I'm not willing to give someone like that a second chance. Our marriage being canceled was his fault as much as it was yours. Besides, my current boyfriend is someone who knows everything about my past and still accepted me despite that. There's no way he would betray me and go out with you, the source of all my problems, instead. Is that so? Then that must mean that I'm so attractive he wants me for his girlfriend instead, despite knowing everything about our past. I'm sorry for stealing your boyfriend again, Rosina. Don't get mad, all right? I'm such an evil woman. But my boyfriend is currently sitting next to me. Huh? He says that he doesn't know anyone like you. He's neither met you or exchanged contact information with you ever before, he says. How did you have a relationship with him then? What? Rosina, stop lying because it's so obvious that you are. Your face is enough of a joke as it is, so just stop it. All right, then how do you know that I'm lying? I mean, I'm with your boyfriend right now, so I know that he isn't sitting next to you, as you say. Are you sure that's not someone else? Someone you thought was my boyfriend and stole from me? No way. All right, then tell me his name if you're so sure. What? Are you an idiot, Rosina? He's your boyfriend. Why do you need me to say his name for you? You're the one who's going to call me an idiot when you haven't even noticed that we're not going to get anywhere until you tell me his name? I'm trying to make sure that you have the wrong person here. You're the only one who thinks that's happening, so don't worry. Just tell me his name already. Based on your answer, I might leave this high-rise condo by tomorrow. What? You'll leave if I tell you his name? Only if he's really the person I'm currently living with. You see? His name is Julian. Julian? All right, I told you his name. So time to make good on your part of the deal. Hurry up and leave that high-rise condo, all right? Rosina, what happened to you upholding your part of the deal? You said that you would leave if I told you your boyfriend's name, right? I have no idea what you would gain from that, but it's none of my business, I guess. I mean, I get it. Living in a high-rise condo like that must be extremely luxurious, so you don't want to leave, right? but you're my older sister, right? Don't you think it would set a bad example for me if you broke your promises like this? Mom and Dad would be disappointed in you if they saw you like this. But I am upholding my part of the deal. I said I would leave if the name of the person you were going out with was really my boyfriend, right? What? Are you an idiot? Shut up! Stop talking and just leave that high-rise condo already! I'm going to live in the penthouse on the highest floor with Julian from now on. I've already prepared to move, but you won't move out, so I can't move in yet. But my boyfriend's name isn't Julian, so I'm not going to leave. Huh? What even is that? You know, you should really stop trying to buy yourself time and just leave already. Do you seriously think I'd believe that? I mean, it's obvious that you came up with that lie right now. Fine, I'll ask you one more question. This high-rise condo you're telling me to move out of, where is it? Huh? You're asking me one of those stupid questions again. Seriously, are you just trying to annoy me or something? You really don't know when to give up, don't you? You're talking about our tower near our station, right? And the room you want to move into is room 5001 on the top floor? I couldn't bother to talk with you any longer, so I gave you the answers. But is this the room that you've been wanting to move into? Huh? What are you even trying to do? I mean, you're the one who's living there with Julian, so of course you know where it is. And I already know that as well because I went around asking everyone for your new address, even asking friends of yours. I gave it my all to find out where you live, so there's no way I'm mistaken. I see. So that's how you found out? By using distant relationships? Impressive, right? I even went to the high-rise condo myself once and entered by mingling among the people who lived there. Oh, it was so luxurious. On top of being able to live in a place like that, you're living with Julian, who's rich and handsome, right? That's so unfair. I was always prettier than you, but for some reason, people always treated you better, even Mom and Dad. I'm not going to let you cheat me again, though. Give me that life of yours. I understand now. You must have received old information, which is why you've made this mistake. What do you mean I've made a mistake? You see, we sold room 5001 half a year ago. What? You sold it? It's true that he was the owner of that room before that, but he had to move to the countryside since now he's relocated at work. Thankfully, a branch office of the company I work at was also located there, and we've been going out on the basis of eventually getting married, so I decided to move there with him. There was a used room in a high-rise condo in this new town we were going to move into, so we sold room 5001 of our tower and bought this one instead. We've been living together ever since. Then who's Julian? I'm pretty sure he's the new owner of room 5001. Oh, I see. To be honest, I'm not surprised he wasn't actually your boyfriend, but I guess this is fine as well. It doesn't change the fact that he's still my boyfriend, and a rich and handsome one at that. I'll need to come up with another plan of kicking out his current girlfriend he's living with in room 5001, but it can't be helped, I guess. But I heard that his girlfriend was the owner of room 5001. What? Which means that he's the one who's going to be kicked out of that high-rise condo, not his girlfriend. By the way, I heard that the company Julian used to work at went bankrupt, and he's currently unemployed and looking for a job. He's unemployed? Are you being serious right now? Are you sure this isn't one of your lies again? Don't worry, you'll find out the truth for yourself soon enough. Huh? What's going to happen soon enough? You see, Julian's girlfriend, well, his fiancée to be exact, runs her own company. She's acquainted with my boyfriend through work, and I've met her myself before. To be honest, you're an embarrassment to our family, and I don't want to have anything to do with you. But I told Julian's fiancé about the relationship you two have been having behind her back. What? Hold on, you can't just do something like that. I hope you understand that this was the best course of action for me to put a stop to your selfish actions. Have you forgotten that you still haven't paid me that alimony I asked of you when you stole Leonardo from me? I'm not just going to let you go without paying it now that I've caught you. Huh? By the way, it looks like Julian's fiancé snuck a GPS on Julian 2 days earlier. Apparently you two are currently in your apartment making love since last night? What? She says that she's already surrounded you and you can't escape? What do you mean she surrounded me? Just who is this fiancé of Julian's? It doesn't matter who she is to you anymore. I'll just say that you better get ready for what's about to come. After this, Julian's fiancé barged into Flavia's apartment. Apparently, Julian's parents were also with her, and the place where Julian cheated on his fiancée turned into the stage of a huge scolding festival that went on until the sun rose on the next day. By the way, my parents had already moved to an apartment for elderly people, and they told me to make my sister take full responsibility for the situation. It seems that during all of this, Rosina tried running away to Leonardo, my former fiancé whom she stole from me. But it seems that Julian's fiancé had expected even this and was able to capture her almost immediately. I also told Leonardo's parents about what happened, and about how Leonardo no longer had a place to live after this incident. Anyways, my sister was recaptured and she was thrown into some office by Julian's fiancé, who had an extensive network of connections. It seems that she's forced to use almost all of her salary to pay off the alimony she needs to pay Julian's fiancé, and is on the verge of collapse, having to live a life of extreme poverty.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.